we start with Fremantle. They're the big story, and they got over the line as predicted, but gee, they left it to the last minute. But they showed just a maturity that is going to age so well in September, Kate.
Yeah, they certainly did, Xander, and the ladder predictors were looking even more shaky going into the final term of this game because Port had pretty much controlled it up until midway through the fourth quarter, but we saw some class from both teams. That kick from Travis Boak to a Connor Rozee, who was cramping, still relaxed enough to be able to go back and slot it. But the last 2 minutes from Fremantle were really professional in their way to run set plays, to execute in the big moments, as we see from Alex Pearce there. But yeah, their season was on life support at some point during that fourth term, but they got it back on track, and now they sit inside the top four. And
on life support for so many moments during this season. As you say, they'll finish in the top four for this round. A couple of tough matchups to come in the next 2 weeks, which we'll delve into a little bit further. Let's stick on this for now. You talk about the professional element, the way they finished this game. We want to go a little bit deeper just into that final play that got them across the line with Alex Pearce.
Yeah, let's have a look at the launch zone because I want to applaud the Fremantle leaders in big moments here. So you got Sean Darcy hitting that beautifully out to Caleb Sarong, who's on the move, to get that ball inside forward 50. That was the centre bounce after the Connor Rozee goal that we saw just moments earlier. And then just get it inside forward 50, and the presence of mind here from this kick out, that is Alex Pearce that we've highlighted on screen. So this ball goes to a contest on the wing. He proactively just gets forward, hoping that they win this footy, knowing that they need a score to win the game. Obviously, scores are level at this point, so he tests his opponent. It's Connor Rozee that picks him up inside forward 50, not his direct opponent, but just his constant movement, his direction to his teammates, his leadership in that moment. He spoke post-match saying that that is a set play. He goes forward at times when they need to either find something or get a score on the board, and his ability to do that, but to control the moment as well, to push players into the space so it either opens him up or he plays a role there, and then to fly at the footy, take the mark, go back and execute the set shot. That is a big moment from a big game player and their captain.
Now, move aside Brisbane of September last year, move aside Collingwood, particularly of late, do we have a new king of the close finish in Freo? Now, you've brought this to our attention. They've been doing a lot recently. You know, you'd rather be 5 goals up at three-quarter time and win by 10 goals, but it shows that they've got nerves of steel in these big moments.
Yeah, it certainly does. And I think most of these they've done in different circumstances as well. And we saw then that was clutch from Alex Pearce and the system in general. And they've done it in different ways against most of these teams that they've been able to come back from a three-quarter time deficit. Obviously, the only team they couldn't get over was Sydney, just left their run a little bit too late, lost by the 11 points. But all the others they've been successful in. And when you've got nerves of steel, we've seen teams do it the last couple of years, win close games and come back. It holds you in very good stead come big matches in big games in September.
Now, you talk about the big names like Pearce and Sarong and often Brayshaw through the year who bring these big moments and they become the players that Freo needs. Murphy Reid tonight, a younger name, a new name. Have a look at this goal, potential goal of the year, but he's showing so many glimpses of magic.
Oh, he is, and his composure in front of the sticks, that's now his 22nd goal for the season, and late he gave a handball out that led directly to the Patrick Voss goal, and he just oozes class, he oozes composure, which we didn't see from Ken in that moment, but he is fast becoming one of my favourite small forwards in the competition for his ability to set others up, but also finish off with goals like that.
Neil Erasmus with 26 touches as well for Freo, a young player who's had so much potential and looks to be sort of coming through with it with a bit of a coming-of-age performance.